Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for just a moment, please continue in the line getting your food, but I'd like to go ahead and begin by saying welcome to all of you. It's just a blessing to see a great cross-section of Selma, Alabama gathered here today in Dallas County. You're a wonderful community. You mean a lot to us, all of you. We welcome you. I want to begin by simply sharing with you, my name is Jerry Light. I'm the pastor of First Baptist Church about a block that direction. And when I moved to Selma 7.5 years ago, when I moved here, I had the opportunity to do what all Selma and Dallas Countyans do. When somebody dies, we go to their house and we buy what's left over, don't we? In an estate sale. And we collect it up, and one day we'll die and you'll come and get my stuff, right? And I noticed when I would go to these that there would always be that group of little old ladies there, and they'd always be running up to this one sheriff's deputy talking to him. And that's the way I met Mike Granthum. He became, to me, the image of what law enforcement should be, the friend of those who need a friend, well known. He didn't stand there and look down on anybody, hugged everybody's neck. He loved them, he cared about them. And I watched him, and I'll be honest with you, he did not come and join my church. I invited him to because I wanted somebody like Mike Granthum in my church. His whole family has been a blessing to me in so many ways, and he means a lot to me. His wife Catherine, his daughter Peyton Ellen, and his son Walter mean so much to me. And it's my privilege right now to introduce to you the man of the hour, one of the finest Christian men I know, Mr. Mike Granthum.
Wow, before we said all those words, I had like a 15 or 20 minute speech prepared, but if I say too much, I might put my foot in my mouth and those good words might go to waste, so I'm not going to take too much time. This show's been a long road, a real long road. It's been tough. Just as important. Let me stand up and get going. I'm humble about the turnout, and I appreciate it. It means a lot, a whole lot, to see the people come out, and it lets me know that you guys are serious about crime in your neighborhood. That's what we got to get. We got to get back to getting people on the streets. We got to get back to working the streets. And the turnout lets me know that you guys are serious, that y'all want somebody in office that are serious too. And I'm that candidate, I promise you. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you guys a bunch of promises this and promises that, because anybody get up here and say anything and tell you anything, and when you open their toolbox, there's no tools in their box to make those promises come true. So when you guys are out in the street talking, listen to what people are telling you. Listen to what they say they can do. Listen to what you know they're capable of doing. There's a couple of people I was told not to get up here and thank people because, you always leave someone out. I don't want to make anybody mad, I promise you. Especially not now, I need all the votes I can get. So if I leave somebody out, I do apologize. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I haven't always walked with the Lord. All right. But there came a day that my wife, I'm sorry, I apologize. That if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be standing here today. Because I always say there's a good woman behind the man. I'm lucky I have that woman. I got a good family. I got a great wife, wonderful kids, great mother-in-law, father-in-law. My mother, she was able to come, my brother. I didn't understand when Mom was putting that belt on me back in the day. And I was kind of mad, but now, I thank her for it. And I understand what it was all about. And people always ask me, they come up to me, what's going to be your format? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I tell them, I said, we got a good sheriff's office. We got good county government. We got good government. I'm not going to go in the sheriff's office and God bless me, I get in the office and try to reinvent the wheel. That's not what it's about. Sheriff up and Chief Hughes, they laid the foundation and need the further. Of course, when somebody comes into office, there's new ideas. They want to do different things. They have different ideas of what they want to do. I have that, but I'm not going to go in and reinvent the wheel. There's no need. I have tons and tons of help. And a lot of times you guys will pick up the newspaper or television, and there's always Mike Granthum, Mike Granthum. But let me tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you, it's not Mike Granthum. I have a good team, a real good team. Sheriff has done a good job, Chief has done a good job, and when those two are gone, guys, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's going to be hard to replace both of them. There's no way. You're looking at 60-something years of law enforcement experience. But I'm trying to get to the level they're at, and without their blessing, I promise you, I wouldn't be up here today. I wouldn't be running for sheriff. And that's the two came to me, and I talked with them, and they gave me their blessing, saying, hey, you can do it. You're the man for the job. And guys, you don't know how much that meant to me. And, you know, I'm really humbled by the turnout, like I said earlier, but when I see the deputies, the ladies, the clerks in the office, the people in the courthouse that come out and see me every day, the attorneys, the ones that we kind of butt heads with in court, you know what I mean, that you hate they would call, you know, it shows that they believe in me. They show that they support me and that they want good law enforcement. And guys, and a lot of people are coming up to me and asking me, hey, what can I do? What can I do? It's just about word of mouth. That's all. Just word of mouth. I need your help. I'm not going to sit here and tell you a story. I mean, a lot of people saying, oh, you're a shoe-in, you're going to walk in. No, it's not, guys. We've got to work. We've got to work. We've got to go in. And we got to continue working on what's been built. You know, I've been real lucky to have the bosses I've had. Chief Pugh, he's here. He's back in the back. Chief Pugh, he took me under his wing a long time ago. The police part, the arresting, the street, and all that, I'm comfortable. Hey guys, I mean, there's not a case out there I don't feel comfortable working, not a case I haven't worked. I feel real comfortable. Several years ago, he took me under his wing and said, hey, you're just going to learn the administration part. And I'm scratching my head still, but I'm getting there. Okay, it's tough. The administration part is tough. And I do appreciate him and being patient with the chief. I thank you. Sheriff Huffman. Now let me tell you, you get your bang for your buck with this guy. You get 2 for 1. Not only do you learn what not to do as long as he's been in office, you also learn what not to do. I just joked there. I'm just playing. I'm still on your payroll. I'm just playing. But Sheriff's been good to me. You know, I went to him back in 2010 and asked him about the FBI Academy. You know, it takes a lot for a department to send somebody to the FBI Academy. Not only do they pay your salary, they do, I mean, you're still on payroll, but you're not providing the service here. Sheriff says, I don't know if he thought I could get in or what, but he was all for it. He said, go for it. I mean, he said, go, if you can get in. He was a graduate of it. He said, if you can get in the FBI Academy, go. Chief started helping me fill out the paperwork, and next thing I know, I was in the FBI Academy. Thanks to the sheriff. Guys, we're going to miss Sheriff Huffman. And I know the county, I don't know if there's any county commissioners or anything in here, so I'm going to beg you guys to let me keep him my cell phone, please. Y'all please pay for it so I can stay in touch with him. But guys, we're going to miss that. And the team we have at the Sheriff's Department, like I said earlier, guys, I couldn't do it without them. There's no way. I mean, you hear my name all the time, but it's not me, I promise you. And I learned a long time ago, this is from Sheriff also, it's not about you, it's not I. And you hear a lot of people tell you, I can do this, I can do that. Guys, I can't do nothing without your help. I need your help. I need it real bad. And not only do I need it now, when God blesses me, I get that office, I need you to continue to support me. Now, I won't stumble along the way. There's going to be learning curves. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know everything, because I don't. I mean, Sheriff Hudson's been doing it, Chiefy, they've been doing it 30 plus years. And I guarantee you there's something they run across monthly that they have to have help with. I may need a little bit more help. But at least I have enough sense to realize that I need you to help me get through this. And we're going to be fine. And I promise you one thing, there's nobody going to outwork me. I'm going to work day and night. I'm vested in this community. I love this community. And I'm going to make this community safe, regardless of what it takes. We're going to build partnerships. You know, a lot of people get into the police car rolling down the road. It's a rolling cage, rolling jail is what it is. We're going to get out of those police cars. We're going to get embedded in our community. And we're going to get some of these idiots off the street. I mean, I would like to say something else, but there's children here, but that's what they are. We're going to get them off our streets. We're going to put them where they belong. Right? We're going to get these judges to work with us. We're going to get these attorneys to work with us, the prosecutors to work with us. And we're going to put them where they belong. We have room, guys. There's no reason why these idiots aren't behind you and behind the bars. And that's what we're going to do. I just ask for your support, and I thank each and every one of y'all for coming out. God bless you, and thank you. Appreciate it.